Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I've been itching to get back to Steins Gate. It's just I've been really busy with a lot of other things, and I've been trying to get other kinds of videos out. But I'm glad to be coming back because, if I remember correctly, we couldn't do it. We couldn't take away this existence from the Lukako that we know on this world line. We decided against it, even though we were shouldering the burdens of Ferris and of Suzuha. And now I'm decently sure that Mayuri is going to die in some awful way. So let's go watch, I guess. Oh god. The direct shuttle bus to Akiba has already ended its service. Yeah, it was hot at Komima. The breeze felt great. Maybe you should cosplay next time. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking about cosplaying soon. And when did you get here, Oka? Didn't buy anything? No. Huh? Why so grim? You have a girlfriend like one of those filthy normals now. You've got no right to be depressed. Is something... Oh, Mayuri's voice is abruptly cut short. Her suitcase falls to the ground with a thud. It's time. Mayuri presses her hands to the center of her chest. Her face contorts in pain. Oh man, am I gonna have to cut away from this or censor it? I see it happen in slow motion, frame by frame. Slowly. She starts to fall. It's so sudden. So sudden. And so I fail to catch her in time. Oh, God, that freaked me out. Mayuri falls to the ground motionless. I can't move. I can't breathe. Strangely, I feel no sorrow. All I feel is guilt. I knew this would happen. I could have prevented it. The one who killed Mayuri is me. Dado tosses his bags away and runs to Mayuri's side. He lifts her up and slaps her cheeks a bit. I keep watching as if I were merely a bystander. She didn't even get shot? Does she just die? Does she just straight up die? What the hell happened? There's something wrong with Mayuri. She's dead. What could be the cause? A heart attack? She wasn't killed this time. That's a relief. That's awful that you have to say that's a relief. At least Mayuri died in one piece. Oh my goodness. We were just talking. Mayuri, wake up. Where's the camera? We're on candid camera, right? Daru. I put my hand on Daru's shoulder to calm him down. Mayuri's dead. Daru turns pale. His lips tremble as he looks at Mayuri's face in disbelief. Let's call an ambulance. Why did this happen? How can you be so calm? Oh. Buddy, I'm sure he knows more than anybody else that she's never coming back. I get it. She's not breathing, see? I stood by and let her die. I kneel beside Mayuri. I couldn't save you, Mayuri. I reach out to Mayuri's motionless body. No. I chose not to save you. I embrace her tightly. I abandon you, Mayuri. I look up to the starry sky, just as Mayuri always did. The tears don't come. Maybe I've gotten used to it, or maybe it's because I'm not worthy to mourn her. What fills my heart is emptiness. I'm leaning against the wall, hugging both knees. I don't remember how long I've been here. How much time has passed since Mayuri's death? I didn't go to the vigil or to the oh my god, you didn't go to the vigil or the funeral? How could I, when I'm the one who killed her? I don't want to see anything or anyone. Even breathing is hard now, and yet I have no choice but to face this emptiness, this heart-rending guilt, and accept what I've done. That is my duty now. Someone pulls the curtain open. Light shines in from the lounge. A girl is standing there, silhouetted against the light. Hey, man. As soon as I realize who it is, I turn away and prepare to block out the noise. This is depressing, man. Okabe, it's been 3 days. Will you at least eat something? You knew. Did it? Oh, got chills. You knew that Mayuri would die. Why didn't you time leap? I was sure that you would do anything to save Mayuri, even use the time leap machine. What happened to your plan to change Urishibata-san's gender and take back the IBN 5100? You were so set on saving Mayuri. What are you still doing here? Wait. Did you already send the email? Did you already change world lines? If so, and you're just a remnant Okabe left behind, then that means world lines are parallel and this line is doomed to continue without Mayuri. I didn't send the email. My voice is hoarse, perhaps because I haven't spoken in 3 days. What do you mean? I couldn't change Lukako back into a guy. Instead, I chose to accept fate. No, that makes it sound like I wasn't responsible. I stood by and let Mayuri die. I hear Kurisu gasp. Why did I confess? It's not something I should confess so easily. It's like admitting to murder. It should have been a secret between Lukako and me. And yet, do I want to be blamed? Would that make me feel better? It hurts to live with this bottled up guilt. At this point, I'd welcome condemnation. Kurisu isn't one to mince words. I'm sure she'll tell me exactly what a worthless human being I am. However, I'm sure she can, maybe she can't understand. She can't fathom this, but she can surely empathize. She most certainly cares about Okabe, at least. Will you eat? Kurisu betrays my expectations. I can make cup noodles if you like, or should I go get something? Say something. I killed Mayuri. Why won't you blame me? I suppose I could, but why? It looks like you've already blamed yourself enough. Maybe we just don't have the right to change the past after all. Besides, no one can blame you. You've been fighting alone this whole time. One man is connected from causality. No one else can understand your pain. No one else can understand the meaning of your choice. There's no way I can blame you when I haven't time leaped even once. How can you be so understanding? I clutch my knees. I'm not. When you chose to save Mayuri with the time leap machine, you must have known that no one would ever understand. So accept what you've done. Do that, and you'll never forget the meaning of your choice. So in other words, she's telling me to suffer on my own. What a cruel woman. I don't know if that's what she's telling you to do, but also, it's kind of hard to tell. However, I think she cares. You should also take responsibility for the girl you did save. Mayuri is dead. It's sad. No. Sad doesn't even begin to describe it. But Mayuri is gone. You couldn't change convergence. You couldn't defy fate. But she is still alive. Thanks to you, she's still alive as a girl. And I think she's suffering alone, just like you. Aren't you the only one who can understand her suffering? You're her accomplice, remember? Her accomplice. I knew you would pull no punches, Makize Kurisu. Lukako's image floats through my mind. She used to be a guy, but now she's a girl, and she'll live as a girl from now on. I am the one who chose that future for Lukako. When I imagine her frail smile, I feel like spring has come to thaw the frozen soil of my heart. I can't bear to lose Lukako too. In that case, I know what I must do. Thank you, Kurisu. I'm glad I told you. Even here, Makise is saving Okabe. There is something to be said about that, at the very least, out of all the endings that we've pursued thus far. But let's go see Lukako's ending. As I enter the courtyard, I can almost feel the heat slowly drain away. Beside the main building stands a large tree. Its branches, coated with vibrant leaves, sway in the gentle breeze. The shrine is cooler than the streets of Akihabara proper. Maybe it's because Kanda River is so close. As usual, the shrine is empty. I find myself standing before the offering box, gazing into the inner sanctum. I wonder if Lukako's home. Her family should be here too. How should I call for her? Just then, the wind suddenly lets up, and the sound of rustling the trees stops for a bit. In the silence, I hear someone sobbing. It sounds like it's coming from behind the main building. I slowly head towards the sound. Oh. Well, I guess we can't really expect anything else, right? Lukako understands the gravity of her actions and the choice that Okabe made. For her. I guess for her. She said to do it. But Lukako is there, sitting on the grass, hugging her knees as she cries. Samidare is in her hands. Luka looks at me with wet eyes, but immediately afterwards she buries her face into her knees. Then her shoulders start shaking once more. Yesterday I went to Mairi-chan's funeral. Everyone cried. I didn't know Mairi-chan was loved by so many people. Of course, I loved Mairi-chan too. I'm not really good with people, but she was always so nice to me. She was my best friend. I lost the words I was about to say. All I can do is sit silently next to Lukako. Why? Why are we— Oh, okay. Why are we still alive? Mayuri-chan is dead. But I'm still a girl. Now that she remembers being a guy, Lukako is beginning to have gender identity issues. I have no idea how that feels. Just as Kurisu said, Luka is disconnected from causality too. It just feels wrong for me to keep living like this. It's not wrong. I try to cheer her up with those meaningless words, but Luka shakes her head in denial. Is there a way to save Mayuri-chan? No. That can't be. Still crying, Lukako stands and pleads with me. Let's keep thinking. I'll do anything to save Mayuri-chan. I heard from Mayuri-chan before that you made a device for traveling back in time. Is she talking about the time leap machine? If we use that, we can't. If we go back in time, I'm sure we'll find a way. There is no way. I make that firm declaration with hung head and clenched fists. It may be cruel, but all we can do is accept Mayuri's death and keep on living. You can't give up. Why are you giving up? Aren't you sad at all that Mayuri-chan died? Man, it sucks that people keep asking him this. Of course he cares. He cares more than anyone. He's been through so much. It's just that with this ending, which I would say is, I mean, at least for now, from what we've read, it's awful. He gave up. And you know, I can't judge him for giving up based off of how intense and crazy the situation was, but like, good lord, it's so sad. He just couldn't handle it anymore. And that resulted in this. There's no way to save her. No, I don't want Mayuri-chan to die. I grab her shoulders and look straight into her eyes. Did you think it was easy for me to give up? Oh, Okabe-san. She was my precious childhood friend. I would have done anything to save her. I tried to find a way. I tried everything I could think of. Do you know how many times I've gone back? But nothing worked. The universe wants her dead. No matter how I try to avoid it, fate snatches Mayuri away. I sacrificed other people's memories and dreams, all to save Mayuri. I didn't care who I hurt, as long as I could save her. But I can't do it anymore. There's nothing I can do. No, there is something I can do. There are still things I can do to save Mayuri, but I chose none of them. Theoretically, it's not impossible. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. It gets me. It gets me. For me, these feelings manifest themselves in my heart, but mostly in like the left side of my collarbone. Like it aches, it hurts, and it gets me in my stomach. Bad feeling. But it is impossible for me. I'm sorry. I didn't stop to think about your feelings. But it's not impossible. Is it there's still one more way left? If you turn me back into a guy, I can't do that. There's no meaning to our choice if we do that. I chose Luka over Mayuri. Ultimately, that's all there is to it. Please, Okabe-san, I don't want to be a girl so badly that I'd sacrifice Mayuri-chan. Please save Mayuri-chan. I won't turn you back into a guy. Why? Why won't? Oh god. That's what I chose. I can't keep on hurting people to feed my ego. Besides, even if we go back to the original world line, there's no guarantee we'll avoid Mayuri's death. I won't sacrifice anyone's memories. I won't sacrifice your memories for a small chance like that. It's over. But, Okabe-san, this is unforgivable. I don't deserve to live like this. How can I go on knowing that me being a girl contributed to Mayuri's death? That's too heavy a burden for me to bear. Well, I mean, you've got each other. Why didn't you choose Mayuri-chan over me? You have nothing to be ashamed of. It was my choice. I killed Mayuri. The guilt is mine. I am the one with the power of a god. One theme that we keep seeing. One theme that we keep seeing throughout this game is that every time something goes awry, and when all things start to go wrong and go to hell, this guy just keeps taking it upon himself. He keeps taking responsibility. He keeps handling it by himself. He keeps figuring out his emotions by himself. And yes, actually, sorry, I did lie, because the only person that he consistently shares with through all of the world lines, through all of this different situations, is Makize Kurisu, which, you know, there's something special there, but he always does this, and it always results in not so great things. I guess that's the best. I don't know how else to word it. It's just not good emotionally, and even, you know, mentally. This choice is not, in my opinion, it's not good. Ugh. I am the one who chose Mayuri's fate. Therefore, I am the one who must bear the responsibility. Besides, I want you to be happy. How can I possibly be happy when Mayuri died because of me? It wasn't because of you. Please, never say that again. You may be sad now, but I want you to keep going forward. And live enough for Mayuri too. Oh god. Lukako clings to my chest. She stares into my eyes without wiping away her tears. In that case, I want to help bear your burden together. Don't be ridiculous. I'm a man disconnected from causality. I chose to stand by and let Mayuri die. And I'll disconnect myself from causality too. I regained my memories of being a guy, so doesn't that mean I'm already disconnected? I also know that I'm only a girl because Mayuri paid for it with her life. There we go, there's that word again. Kurisu said the same thing. We're accomplices, Lukako and I. This sadness, this guilt. I want us both to embrace them so we don't forget. We are disconnected from causality. Nobody else can understand us. That's why I understand. I embrace Lukako strongly. Let's bear our burden together. Let's live with these memories together. Oh. Guys, look. The other endings I could see being okay, maybe. Suzuha's was like the best one so far in my opinion, because there's a chance that they worked on it together, that they managed it. It was open-ended. Ferris, not so much. It's emptier, sadder, but it's not this, where there was an active choice and the person who's ending it chose the opposite of the ending. It's tragic and desperately sad, but it's an ending, I guess. There we go. Suki desu? Suki dattara? There we go. I know I'm betraying Mayuri-chan, but I want to be with you forever. Of course. We both bear the same burden. We'll accept Mayuri's death, yet still live on shoulder to shoulder. Afterwards, we pass the time sitting in silence until the sky turns the color of dusk. Luka rests her head on my shoulder. I embrace her and feel her breathing next to me. We gaze silently at the sky. And in our hearts, we pray for Mayuri's happiness in the afterlife. I'm sorry, Mayuri. I'm sorry. Lukako raises her head and breaks the silence. I can see firm resolve in her expression. There's one thing that I should have done for Mayuri-chan, but didn't. And because I didn't, I made her sad. What was it? Is it cosplay? Okay. These last few weeks, Mayuri was constantly asking Lukako to wear the costume she made for her, but Luka was too embarrassed to try. I remember Mighty on the day she died. Would be an absolutely perfect Kirari-chan cosplayer. Luka-chan's so cute, she makes Mayushi's heart throb, you know? Yeah, I remember that. Yep. When you cosplay, you become another you. That's why I think that if Luka cosplays once, she'll definitely find a new Luka-chan, even if it's embarrassing at first. And when that happens, she'll become more assertive than before and maybe even dominate you, Okarin. Sure, Mighty, sure. She only talked about Lukako, even though I stood her up on my promise to bring Lukako to Komima and made her lonely. Mighty wanted Luka to cosplay from the bottom of her heart. Can your time machine take me back to that day? You mean you want to go back? Luka nods firmly. Are you serious? Nobody's used the time leap machine except for me. It's never failed so far, but if something does happen, it might not be reversible. Certain test subjects turn into jellymen. Something like that could happen to her, or she could lose her memory like Suzuha did. It's too dangerous. So far, I'm the only one who's used it. She doesn't have Reading Steiner, but Reading Steiner is different, right? Yes, Reading Steiner is for the phone wave. It's for the D-mails. At the very least, I want to see Mighty-chan off with a smile. Besides, because I wasn't able to do anything for her. But I thought you couldn't handle all the otaku. I am a bit scared, but this is something I have to do. Besides, I want to truly be the same as you, Okabe-san. If I use that device, I'll be completely disconnected from causality, won't I? And then, I could feel what you feel. I mean, sure, I guess. Not quite, maybe, but... So please, her innocent feelings warm my heart. Luka truly cares for me and Mayuri. In the end, I have to grant her wish. When we get back to the lab, no one is there. Just a few days ago, Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, and I were laughing here together. With Mayuri gone, nothing seems to remain from those days but dreams. The lab feels truly empty. But I hide those feelings and lead Luka to the development room. Luckily, the 42-inch CRT is turned on downstairs so we can start the time leap when ready. What time will you jump to? The morning of that day. If I jump to the day before, I don't think I'll be mentally stable enough to accept it as reality. That's why... So she's choosing the morning of that fateful day so she can cosplay with a smile. But to jump to that day would take at least 3 consecutive leaps. Will she be able to get all the way to the 15th? But despite my worries, Luka remains undaunted. Once you've leaped safely, get in touch with me. I'm sure I'll help you get to Mayuri. Okay. I cover Luka's head with the time leap machine's headgear. This is a twist I was not seeing. Her body is clearly shaking, but that's understandable, I guess. Even I'm starting to get tense. My heart feels like it's about to explode. This is the first time leap machine experiment with a subject other than me. I can't stop thinking about the worst case scenario. Don't worry. Your brain will hurt a bit, but the pain will go away soon. Okay. You must not get distracted once you reach the other side. Calm down and try to grasp your surroundings. It'll be okay. I'm with you. I gently caress Lukako's cheek. She responds with a small sigh of relief. I'm going. I nod and hide the shaking of my fingertips as I set the microwave timer. I'll be sure to come back. Yeah. I'll be waiting. I smile to Luka. Immediately afterwards, the discharge fills the room. I open my eyes wide in wonder as Luka's body begins to shine. The building shakes violently. The smell of ozone fills the air. The light is blinding. I can hardly keep my eyes open. There we go. And then... Luka's cries suddenly cut short. A shock ripples through my body like it always does right after time leaping. What the? This time I wasn't the only one who leaped. But nevertheless, I wasn't the one who leaped, but nevertheless I teleported from the lab to Yanabayashi's shrine. Did the world line change? No. Reading Steiner didn't activate, so I don't think it did. Then why? Was it because of Lukako's changes to the past? I look to the side and there I see Luka. She gets up and smiles when she notices my gaze. Want to see the pictures? What's this about pictures? It worked. I did it. Don't you remember? You suddenly started acting different just now. So this is what it's like. This is the other side. This is huge, kind of, because we didn't know. We didn't know what it was like. We didn't know what to expect, I guess. We didn't know what it was like for the others. Right after you leaped into the past, I found myself standing here. Did you go to Komima? Luka once again bursts into tears, then she slowly nods. She takes out a few pictures and hands them to me. Mayuri-chan was so happy. I look at the first picture handed to me. I gasp in surprise when I see what's on it. It looks like we really got carried away. I realize that I'm crying. Oh god. Oh my god. God, it hurts. Oh my god, oh my god. In the picture, Mayuri is smiling, and we're smiling with her. There we go. Oh wow, is that just it? Whoa! That's just it? That was a little abrupt. I mean, I guess we didn't need any more, right? And, jeez. Good lord, that was a lot to handle. This picture sucks. I hate it. Not in like an actual way, but this is really sad. I mean, look at them. They look so happy, and especially because they know what's coming. What's nice about these endings, right? I mean, sure, at least with Ferris and Suzuha, I don't like super agree with the choices that were made, but still, at the end, they're all like open-ended. They still leave a lot to the imagination, and so even though you might not agree with the choices, still got a lot to think of after the fact. Man, Luka's ending is beyond sad. It's melancholy and I don't want to say depressing, but I want to know if there are people out there who think that Luka's ending is the best ending, or people who really like it. Maybe they like Lukako as a character. I'm curious. I'm genuinely very curious, and I would like to know about all of the other people, other people's opinions on all of the other endings that we've experienced thus far. I don't even know whose is next. I'm assuming it's with all the girls, maybe? I don't know. That would make sense for this game. But I honestly don't even know what's next. Are we back to the... Whoa! Okay. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, sure. Okay. That's their future. They just had a child, and there we go. They lived and had a life together, and that was it. That's the end. But what happens when they get to the future? What happens when they get to Suzuha's present, to Suzuha's reality? What happens then? Okay, guys, normally I would keep going. I kind of want to get a head start on the next ending, but I think with that, how heavy that was, how heavy is the only word I can use to describe it right now. It's the only word that I can think of. I think this is a good place to end it. I've got like a perpetual frown on my face. I can't bring myself to like smile, but yeah, I don't think there's much else to say about that. You know, we'll just leave it there. If you have anything to say about it, you know, we can talk about it in the comments, but otherwise, I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I'm happy to be back. I'll probably be double-headering this because I'd like to play some more and really get moving on the next ending so we can start moving towards what I think is the true ending. But I will see you guys in the next video, so for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!